Today in grade 4, we want to look at heritage, the need for rules and laws. Heritage, the need for rules and laws. All right, that is the topic for today. The need for rules and laws. Why? What are we talking about? What are rules and what are laws? I think this is the other important aspect. We are saying rules are made for your own good. Why rules? For your own good, for my own good. That is why there should be rules. And then when we compare rules, there's Tino Tenda. Today we can see Tino. Hello. Hello, Tino.
Hello.
Today we can see Tino Tenda. Very good. Very good. Dominic, you are here as well. We can see you. Thank you today. What's happening now? Tino, who is putting that hand? All right. Then rules are made for a small community, comparing rules to laws. Rules, we say rules are made for your own good, for my own good. So where do rules start? Rules start at home. That is the first place where rules are made. At homes. Every home has got its own rule. And then they go on to homes. From homes to schools. We know that we have different schools. Some go to DLC, some go to Cochlear, some go to Ziligazi, some go to so many different schools. So each school has its own rule. It is for that school. Like at home, Bethel, you have your own rules at your home. Tawana, you have got your own rules at your home. Andile, your own rooms at your home. Luyanda, Uriel, you find that rules that are at your home are not the same as the rules that at Nicholas's home, but they all have rules. All right. And then from home, we go to the community where you stay. If you stay at Emakandeni, there are rules that are followed by all the people of Emakandeni, which may not be the same rules for the people who stay at Machamshope. For example, you have those people who come and collect garbage. You have got different days for them to collect garbage. That is a rule for that community. We have got load shedding days. We know that certain communities have got different days whereby they have the load shedding. It's not everyone. So rules are for certain groups of people, small groups of people. As I said, right, rules are made for your own good. At home, you have to go to bed by a certain time. Tanaka has to go to bed maybe at 9. Andile may go to bed maybe at 7:30. Vanessa at 10. Tawana, different times. So those are the rules. Right. And this is a rule. Now, what about laws? Laws are made by our government. Now, laws are made to protect our country's resources. or to make sure we do not hurt each other. Rules are made at home, rules are made at school, but laws are made for the whole country. Why? So that it protects the whole country, so that we may not hurt each other. If you break a law, you face punishment such as a fine or jail. Do you see that there are consequences for breaking laws and the rules? But rules, you get small consequences, small. Maybe if you come late at school, I'll just say, why were you late? But if you kill somebody, that is a law, you go to court. All right. Right, let us look at rules at home. I said rules are at home and at school. Now let us look at rules at home. When you are at home, your parents tell you what to do and what not to do. They teach you how you should behave. They also punish you when you break the rules. Those are the small rules that we have at our homes, and it starts from our homes. I want you there and there to be thinking of your own rules at your homes. What do your parents teach you? What do they say you must do? What do they say you must not do? And then we come to school, where we said we also have rules at school. Each school has rules. At school, your teachers expect you to obey the school rules. This reminds me the rule which I said just now. That is the school rule. When you come here to class, dress nicely, bath, comb your hair, dress properly. That is a rule. We don't want pajamas here. We don't want people who are not neatly dressed. It is a school rule. You should follow it. All right. But you find that most schools share some rules. Most schools, not all, but you find that most of them, they share some rules. For example, you are not allowed to be late for lessons. All schools have that rule. You must not be late for lesson. That is rule number 1. When you wake up, you know that I should bath quickly. I should brush my teeth quickly. I should eat my breakfast quickly. Run to school. Because rule number 1, I must not be late for lessons. Especially when, even if it's the days for assembly. You know that when you are late for assembly, you queue alone there. You won't be with the other children. That is not nice. So you should obey the rules. And you are expected to dress smartly in uniform and behave politely. Everybody, when you are going to school, you know that you cannot just put on any pink dress unless it is service. But you know I have a school uniform, be it winter, be it if it is summer, this is the correct uniform. You dress smartly and you behave politely. You don't go shouting, you don't beat other children, you don't eat their food without asking. That is a school rule. All right. It is the duty of teachers and principals to make sure that learners obey school rules. And if at home, it is the duty of your parents to see that you obey the rules that are set up at your homes. We also talked about rules in the community where you stay. Each group of people in Zimbabwe may have its own ways of living according to rules that guide them. The way people eat, greet, talk, and play may be different. However, community rules may not break the laws of the country. So, also in the community, you find that there are community rules. But even if you break that rule, it doesn't mean you will go to jail. There is a way of reprimanding those who don't obey those rules. All right. Now, I hope when you are not going to have so much noise, because I want you to now tell me what we have been discussing. So if I call your name, you unmute, or others remain muted, then you will answer. Right, Andile, may you unmute yourself? Tell us, why do we need rules, Andile?
So that we do not hate each other.
So that we are not going to hate each other. Very good. Someone else? Why do we have rules? Ashanti, unmute yourself. Tell us.
We have rules so that we stay safe.
Yes, they keep us safe. For our safety. Luyanda, why do we have rules? Unmute yourself and tell us.
We have rules because we may get hurt.
Yes, we may get hurt. All right.
Yes,
right now, can you tell me rules that you have at your homes? Your home, Uriel, unmute yourself. Rules at your home, Uriel.
Rules at my home are: we don't go outside when it's cold or when it's hot. We stay inside.
Yes, very good. Those are rules at his home. Rules at your home. Dominic, where are you? Unmute yourself and tell us, Dominic. Please don't unmute when I have told you not to. Dominic, we are listening to you. Unmute yourself. Tell us one rule at your home.
At our home, we have rules about don't go outside the gate when there are people outside. Or don't sleep late.
You don't sleep late. Vanessa, can you unmute yourself? Tell us, Vanessa. Rules at your home, Vanessa.
There's a lockdown because there might be people which have no masks and those who and they're thieves who might have the virus.
So what should happen? What is the rule there?
Stay indoors.
Don't
go outside.
Okay. Stay indoors. Bethel, can we hear yours? Bethel? Unmute yourself, Bethel.
My rule at my rule is that do not play with other kids from next door. Play with your baby brother and do not eat next people's food at the next door.
Oh, Bethel, is that a good rule? Don't mix with your neighbors. Do you think that is a good rule? Do you like it yourself, Bethel?
Yes.
Not playing with others. I don't think that is a good rule.
They say because they can take some of your toys.
No, they should be taught not to. Isn't it? We are saying rules make us do the do's and don'ts. I don't think it's a good idea if you don't mingle with the others, especially your neighbors. Your neighbors are your best friends, because if you are in trouble, you let them know. Just train them how to be good. All right, our time is running now. One school rule, one school rule, one school rule. Who has Dominic? One school rule. Unmute yourself and tell us. Dominic, quickly. One school rule.
Do not run. Do not run on the concrete.
On the corridor. Yes, on the corridor. Very good. Community rule. Who can? Community. Community. Please unmute yourself and tell us Uriel quickly. The time is going.
A community rule is not to go. It's not to go out of the community while it's still locked down.
Or while there is lockdown. Very good. Because of our time, we are going to look, there's more. So you are going to tell me more when you are answering questions. Now you will just log out and then wait for me and log in. Thank you for participating. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. You were good. You were good.